And Dana, if folks don't pay attention to the weather, they may be pretty surprised on Thursday as we've got a 15 to 20 degree cool down. Highs only in the 70s Thursday, Friday. That's pretty weird for May. Looks like a few showers and thunder showers then, but no big washout.
Yeah, but it's good though, because 92, then the next day you're like, oh wow, this is hot for 3 days. And oh, I get a break. All right, well, it's time for Financial Focus, and analyst Steve Buden is here. Folks, not getting a break today on the stock market, right?
Look behind me. It's not good at all.
The Dow is down 662, and it's because of these China trades and the tariffs. And you wanted to explain a little bit more about the tariffs and what they mean.
So basically, we'll do some basic economics here. A tariff is a tax on an imported good that's paid by the consumer. Actually, it's paid to our government. It's not paid to the Chinese government, or a foreign government, I should say. Let's say that, excuse me, you want to buy a washing machine.
Okay. Well,
if there's a tariff applied to that washing machine, let's say it's a $500 washing machine, they may put a 20% tariff on it. Now it's a $600 washing machine that drives up the cost of the good. And that's really what is making the markets nervous, is that if these tariffs are applied to goods coming into this country, the average U.S. consumer is going to feel it because they won't be able to afford as many washing machines and cars and coffee and seafood. And that basically will just slow the economy down. If it slows the economy down, there's less revenues coming into the governments in terms of income taxes and employment taxes. So it's just a domino effect, and it's just a very dangerous game of chicken that both of these governments are playing. And I'm particularly sensitive with our viewers because, you know, Vegas, we do a lot of business with China in terms of the gaming.
Yeah.
So I keep a very close watch on this, and it's eventually cooler heads should prevail. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later.
Yeah, I was going to say, what does it take to turn it around?
I don't know. I think the two leaders of China and the United States are meeting at an economic conference in June. Hopefully the two of them, when they're there together, they have some big egos. Hopefully they can sit down, shake hands, and work out a deal.
But
between then, it's going to be tough.
Say the right thing, right? And then the stock market changes.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's talk credit scores and the confusion here. The score apparently you see might not be the score used to determine loan eligibility. This is interesting, and so we wanted to explain this a little bit because a lot of people like to check in their scores and they think, oh, I got this.
Yep.
Good to go.
A lot of the credit card accounts you have allow you to monitor your FICO or your credit score for free. The problem is, what we've noticed is when people go for a loan, sometimes the credit number you see is not the credit number that the lending institution sees, so you'll get either rejected or you'll get approved at a higher interest rate. Now, under the regulatory scheme we have in this country, you're allowed to find out the credit number that they used when they determined your loan provisions. So if in fact you're applying for a mortgage or a car loan and for some reason you get declined or the interest rate you're quoted is lower than what you're paying, ask them to see what that credit number was. So just be careful. A lot of people are applying for loans nowadays, and you just want to be sure that the number is accurate.
Right. Speaking of loans, student loans, obviously a big deal to a lot of our viewers and a lot of people even that work here. We always talk about, oh, we have all this debt and that kind of thing. But there's apparently new legislation introduced to erase student loan debt in bankruptcy.
That's right. Now, I bring this up because it's not a law yet. So just because you hear it, and we have a presidential campaign going on, so a lot of the candidates are promoting these types of programs. Just be aware that this is out there. It's not law, so don't think your student loan debt is getting canceled. But there is a growing movement to erase student loan debt, just like mortgage debt, credit card debt. We'll watch it carefully and we'll report back. But student loan outstanding in this country is approaching $2 trillion. It's a large number, so very impactful to our economy.
It takes a long time for people to pay these loans off.
It's like having a second mortgage.
Yeah, it really is.
In a lot of cases, yeah.
All right, Steve, thanks so much.
Sure.
We will see you next time for Financial Focus. Stay with us. We're back after this.